Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's pre-match press conference ahead of our game against the Philadelphia Union in the Audi 2025 MLS Cup Playoffs Eastern Conference Semifinals. We have midfielder Hannes Wolf. If we have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Roberto.
Hi, Hannes. Injuries are part of the game, sadly. And with New York City, what changes for the team in general and for you in particular, the fact that Alonso Martinez isn't going to be part of this forward line?
Yeah, I mean, of course, like you mentioned, injuries are always tough. Of course, you want to have all your strong players on the field. But I think, we played also this season some games without Alonso, and we did well in these games too. And now other players have to step up, and because it's a big game, so everybody will be full of power, full of energy, and we need to compensate. But I think we have a strong squad to do that.
What does it mean for you when you say you need to compensate? What do you particularly have to do to try to make up for the loss?
I mean, obviously, I think the game is changing a little bit without Alonso because we don't have his pace up front. So we need to find other solutions. Also for myself, maybe playing a little bit in different spaces. But let's see how the game is going, what Philly does. But yeah, as I said, we need to figure out a way to play without Alonso.
Glenn?
Playing in Philadelphia, in that stadium, so you've experienced that a couple of times now, including recently. What's that like, just in terms of that road atmosphere? And it seems like if you go back to the most recent game, good first half, things could have changed, so I would think the team feels good about going back there and not intimidated by the presence of Subaru Park.
Yeah, for sure. I like to play there. It's a nice stadium, nice atmosphere in general. The field is pretty fast, so what is good for us because we want to play with the ball a lot. We want to play fast. And I think, as you mentioned, in Philadelphia, the last game, we should have been up 2-0 first half, and then I think we would have won this game. So, yeah, we have a lot of confidence. Because the last time I think we were the better team and we want to show that again.
Do you have another free kick goal in here?
I mean, I'm trying to. Probably not like that one year ago, but we have some players who can score free kicks, so let's see.
Sean?
You're coming up against a team that did very well throughout the season. They won the Supporters' Shield. Typically, that doesn't work out too well as far as getting to the final, much just winning the title. Do you feel that gives you any sort of an advantage? And also, as to the game, you had mentioned earlier, you expected, with the field being fast, that would benefit your team. What sort of a game do you foresee? Do you foresee a lot of a running game, a technical game, a physical game?
Yeah, I think for sure a fast game. As you mentioned, they got first in the table this year, but in the playoffs, everything can happen. I think it's one game, everything is possible. And we expect a fast game, obviously with a lot of duels, a lot of second balls we need to win, and then we just need to be clinical and score our chances and defend well like we probably did in the most games this season, and then I think we have a good chance to come through this round again.
So you're deep into playoffs, there's a lot of stress, you guys are traveling around. How do you maintain a strong culture as a team and keep your focus?
I don't think it's that difficult, to be honest, because you work all year to come to this point. The only thing what's maybe a little bit tough in the MLS is the breaks you have in the most important part of the season, because we didn't play for 2 weeks. Philadelphia didn't play for 3 weeks now, and you always need to find ways to keep your rhythm and keep training, but also have some off days. But our group is great. Maybe the best group of guys I ever came along in my career. So we have a great mentality, great guys, and we just want to go to the finals, and it's not much you need for that besides staying together and work together.
Do you think that comes from your coach encouraging you guys? Do you think there's things he's implemented to make you this, like you said, a great group of guys, very cohesive, so you can keep that mindset?
Yeah, the coach does a great job. What he does is like, in my eyes, like he has a good balance between giving us like some freedom when we don't have games, to rest and like to have some fun in training too, but also like put on the, how you say that, put on the heat a little bit when it comes to the games. So he does a great job, but we have also some experienced players who do very well in this scenario. Yeah.
Thank you.
Roberto?
One more view, Hannes. What can you attribute the success the team has had on the road this year? Towards the latter part of the season, the team won several games in a row, and then in the playoffs, you wound up winning your 2 road games, losing at home. So why has the team been as successful on the road, and how much confidence does that give you going into Philly?
That's a good question. I think because maybe on the road we maybe know a little bit. We need, like, everybody needs a little bit more. We don't have this confidence of home advantage and stuff. So yeah, maybe we are prepared a little bit better. I don't know, but I know the team doesn't mind really like playing away. That changed to last season because we had a hard time last season playing away sometimes. So we don't really. Of course, it would be nice to play in front of our fans at playoff semifinals, but we don't mind going there full of confidence. And like you mentioned, we did great this season so far away. We did very good in Charlotte away. So why not now again?
Go ahead, Sarah.
So you're representing New York City, right? Do you feel that you bring the New York City energy when you travel to these different places to play?
I think so, yeah. I mean, of course, it's like New York is a big name. You come from the big city, and yeah, we want to do that. We try to do that, and I think we have a good behavior, and we show like maybe some city vibe too. Yeah.
Yeah. What does that look like for you?
I mean, we have great-looking guys, you know. Now we have good-looking guys. We have funny guys, and yeah, I think we show a good confidence, but not in an arrogant way. Yeah.
You just stand up straighter because you're coming from New York City.
Maybe, yeah.
Onto the Zoom, we'll go with Michael Ander.
Hi, this is Mike Ander from Blue City Radio. Thanks for the time. Philadelphia likes to play a very fast-paced game. Some people would use the term chaotic. Do you think your approach is going to be to match their intensity, or to try to calm that down and take that energy away from them?
I think both, to be honest. Of course, you need to match the intensity, because if not, as I said before, you need to pick up second balls. If not, you can get in dangerous situations. But you can also take their energy away if you are very good at the ball and if you keep possession. And that's what we try to do. And just keep calm on the ball and, of course, match their intensity against the ball.
George?
Hannes, thanks so much, man. George from the Exchange. I want to know what it's more like, the message from Pascal with the injuries that have had on your guys and your next up mentality. For the people that have to step up for them, I'd want to know what his message is to you guys on a daily basis, because everybody kind of knows what's happening. And then maybe a message from you to the fans who are getting ready to travel to Philly to be there with you guys for this game. Thank you.
I have to say the coach didn't mention it too much, because obviously we all see that we miss three key players, if you count Aiden, who's suspended. But yeah, we will not fall into victim mentality about this. And like I said, we can all see that, but we know we played already games with important players missing this season, and we did good in these games. So that's the goal now, and I don't think there's any extra thing he needs to say to us, because it's like, as I said, the semifinals, so everybody will be ready. And the message to our fans is just, I hope many of you guys come and get ready to come to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Scott?
Hey, Hannes, how are you? Scott Church from Streampunk Soccer. This question is more based on a player level specifically. It's been 2 weeks between matches for you. For Philly, by and large, it's been 3 weeks overall. As a player, how do you adapt to having that kind of a long layoff? And do you feel that Philly having a 3-week layoff could be a benefit on your side? Thanks.
Yeah, I have to say that's not so easy for us, because you're in the most important part of the season. We are playing now for 10 months, so you just want to keep the rhythm, and you stand in front of an important game, and would love to play that 3 games after the game before. But yeah, I think there is no advantage really. You always need to see who's keeping the rhythm better in the end. I think you cannot say because they had a 3-week break and we just 2 weeks that we have advantage. So it will come down to who comes into the game better and who wants it more in the end.
George?
Hannes, last year around this time I asked you about the on and off breaks, the excessive travel that the MLS kind of brings along. And you told me that at times it was a little tough last season. This season, have you accumulated or changed to everything that is now a part of the MLS, now that you kind of know what it's about?
I would say better, yeah. I mean, to be honest, sometimes the breaks are still brutal. But yeah, from last year I know, for example, moments where I need somebody to come over. For example, my family, my dad was here until yesterday, because we know that last year this was a tough period with no games and you don't train so much, so you don't really know what to do with your time because you just wait for the games. And yeah, so I have a better way now for that. And I feel in general better to, how you say that, I feel more comfortable this season in the league and with the schedule, yeah.
Anyone else? Great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.